Welcome to the show. Fan Films Done Right continues for the month of March 2019, and today's guest is Mr. Gary Davis. Gary, thanks for coming back to Trekzone.
Oh, thank you for having me, Matt.
Now, a little birdie tells me that you've got a trailer you'd like to premiere on the show.
Yes, this is our redemption at Red Medusa. This is a production that's 5 years in the making. This was the production that we were supposed to follow our premiere episode of Haunted with, but all of our production issues and the sets not being available, we had to delay that. Well, finally there's a set, and we shot our production 4 days worth, and I put together a trailer to hopefully get some people excited about it.
Well, let's check out that trailer right now.
In a remote area of space, the ship responds to a distress signal and is attacked by an unknown enemy.
And you know the rest. It took Dominion 6 months to get to space dock with the help of the Exeter and the Farragut. I've been studying these records. They're so complete, so concise, but what? But they don't tell me what the hell really happened.
Are we about to fly into the same trap, sir?
We've arrived at our destination. Wouldn't it be proper to enlighten us at this time?
There have been reports of large amount of ships disappearing in this sector.
Captain, the signal, the frequency, is the same as the one Commodore Grissom responded to before he was ambushed.
Entering neutral zone.
We've got company, sir.
On screen. Magnify. Report!
Sir, the torpedoes originated inside the nebula.
Gary, that looks absolutely amazing, and I believe that you went down and you shot at the Neutral Zone studio.
Yes, the newly minted Neutral Zone. We were down there for 4 days with, cast calls at 7 o'clock in the morning, and we were shooting 12-hour days, 8-hour days, and the last day was a 6-hour day. But what I was really happy with is we got every single shot that we wrote down. So I was really, really happy with the crew and the cast and everybody that came out to help.
It's a fantastic feeling, isn't it, when you come to the conclusion? They're long days, they're hard, they're stressful. Sometimes they can get a bit irritating, but at the end of the day, you walk away with a 100% shot rate.
Right.
It's a beautiful feeling, isn't it?
Oh gosh, yeah. I'm just lucky that I've got two production partners. Dominion Media is now a triumvirate. So it's myself and Randy or David Wren and a newcomer, Michael Klug of KP Films. He's our director of photography. So the three of us, it's great working with two people that don't have egos and aren't pushy. So the three of us can do all these shots, and it's, we listened to each other's input and we just got it done. It was just amazing.
A couple of your vignettes that did come out introduced some new characters as well, and your beautiful wife is your comm officer.
Yes.
And she's back.
Oh gosh, yes. And Tracy was, when we were driving down, she said she wanted to step up her game and she wanted to really put some feeling and some acting into her lines. And I think she nailed it. So there's, one line in the trailer, and she's quite proud of her performance. I was just happy as punch and proud as anything, because I got my wife involved in fan films and she likes it.
I think that's an ultimate nerd goal, isn't it? To get your better half involved in your fantasy.
Oh gosh, yes, and she is a trooper. So she puts up with the 12-hour drive down to Georgia and staying in the hotel and long days, and she's just there. She puts up with me, and then she sits down and gives a great performance, and it's an all around just great win.
Now, obviously, little bits and pieces of Redemption are coming together in the edit now.
Yes.
What's it like? I know that you've done done plenty of fan films in the past, but seeing this new one coming together, how's it feeling as you're cutting it together?
Oh, I want to use the word overwhelming, but then again, it's just outstanding because we've got all of this footage and the cast that came together. Plus, we just put out a general call for extras, and people just showed up. What's amazing is, we met 2 new individuals who joined our cast right there and then. We had nothing planned for them, but just their enthusiasm and their presence, they just became part of the show. So that's awesome to see all this come together. So not only was everything that we planned there, but things we didn't have planned. And matter of fact, we have 3 more pickup shots that we have to do. And one of the young ladies who showed up as an extra, she's going to be an integral part of one of the pickup shots.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Another random guy, he makes Romulan helmets. And I go, well, wait a minute, I need Romulans in my ship. So it's just amazing that people come out to help, with no expectations at all, and they just become an integral part of what you're doing. And that's the outstanding feeling when I see this footage. It's like, wow, I didn't plan that, but it came out that great.
So the spirit of fan films is still very much alive then, Gary?
Oh, gosh, yes. I'm in charge, so to speak, even though I've got my triumvirate there, and everybody looks at me like I'm supposed to know what I'm doing. But I had lots of people come up and just thank me for the opportunity to do this and the energy, and people that have been doing fan films forever for other productions. They just said, this is great. It's fun. It's getting back to the basics. And, it brought a geek tear to my eye sometimes. And those people just brought it with their performance. And, and Randy Wren, he is my casting director, and he cast some real live actors, people that have done this before. I swear I felt like a 5 at a Miss America pageant, but they just brought it. But they were the most patient people that I've ever met. And, they had lines that they just knew backwards and forwards, and it was just an awesome experience.
It's a little bit daunting at the start there, isn't it? When you're directing actors and they're all looking at you, waiting for direction. Yes, but that's the nice thing about having Randy. Randy wrote the episode, and it's been in his mind for these 5 years, and we've had rewrites and recasts and things of that nature. So Randy has it in his head what he wants, and then I was there to go, well, yeah, you can do it this way and that way, and then Michael is there to look at the camera and set it up and go, what do you think? What do you think? And that man is just amazing. Actors are one thing, but the actors can take a break and they can do retakes. But the camera guy, he's there from the very first frame to the very last frame. So I just had a new respect for directors of photography, especially Michael Klug, because that man was just amazing, just amazing. Well, Gary, have you got a release date in mind for Redemption at Red Medusa? Oh, I would love to say, soon, but now we have to do the CGI, and that I don't know how long it's going to take us to do that. There's a huge laundry list of the shots that we want just to go along with these outstanding performances. I need that CGI. So, I want to say, by the summertime, that's my soft date is by June is when I would like to have this released. Fantastic, Gary. Well, all the best, and looking forward to having you back when it is ready to go. But of course, you can't rush art. That's right. We want to do it right. Well, that's what this is called, fan films done right. So that's what we want to do. And like I said, first I got some partners that just helped me make it happen. Fantastic, Gary. Well, thanks for coming on the show, and looking forward to Redemption at Red Medusa. Great. Thanks for having me, Matt.